Hello, welcome to Somerset News Network. Isn't it strange how the Labour Party had a go at the Conservatives and Boris about the goings on and freebies and wallpaper and having a drink in his own house. Boris had a drink in his own house and they done him for it during lockdown. What do we find now during lockdown? Labour had a drink, they were having a beer with mates during lockdown, but that was okay, that was alright, that was acceptable. Now we find Starmer did a video about staying in your own home and working during lockdown. Fair enough, what he said was what the government was doing because they agreed with each other. And we all stayed at home. I work at home anyway, so it didn't bother me. It just meant I didn't see any customers for 6 months. I was finishing off work that I had lying around for ages that I didn't really want to do, but I got stuck in and done it. And when we came out of lockdown, I was able to give it back to the customers and get some money in. Borrowed some money off the bank. I got the government loan anyway for lockdown for a business, which was good. But Starmer wasn't in his own home when he did the video. He was in another freebie flat of the millionaire. You can't make this stuff up. He's had tickets. He's had clothes. His son was given the flat so he could revise for his GCSEs. You know, if it was me or you, we would have to use our wages, our hard-earned wages. This guy was the director of the Crown Prosecution Service, so he was well paid. Then he became an MP. Now he's leader and Prime Minister. He's on 150,000 a year. Now me and you, 150,000 a year, we'd be well in. We wouldn't have any problems. We wouldn't have to accept freebies. We could use our wages to buy football tickets and clothes for the wife. But he's had £100,000 worth of freebies. £100,000. He's on 150,000. He gets £100,000 in freebies, and now we find out during lockdown his video about the lockdown and staying at home working was from the millionaire's flat who's giving him all these freebies. Now they say there's nothing like a free lunch. Well, if you have to do something for a free lunch, what do they have to do for the money that they've got? All of the MPs, not just Labour, Conservative as well. You know, what's the deal? It could be influence, could be lobbying, could be not necessarily to do anything, but not do anything. You know, these people who give them money are globalists. They're in occults. And they will go to all sorts of lengths of giving money to have influence over the people who work for, let's face it, they work for us. But the Labour Party says, oh, it's okay. Because we've declared it. It's okay. Nothing to see here. But we smell a rat, don't we? You know, we all can see it. We all know that they don't get money for nothing. They've got to do something for it. Now, what I worry about is how long will Starmer stay as Prime Minister. I reckon he'll be gone by Christmas. I wonder if there's a book on it. I bet some book has got a book that'll be, you know, October, November or December. I think he'll be definitely gone before Christmas. I think the unions are after him. I think a lot of the Labour supporters are after him. Labour members are definitely after him after the conference. You know, they've got to do what's right, not necessarily what they think they ought to do. Now, during the Blair administration, Blair thought he had the right of the crown. The divine right of the crown, like a divine right of kings. Now, we got rid of the divine right of kings with the Glorious Revolution in 1688. In 1689, they declared, let me get it right, they had a Declaration of Rights which stripped the king of his rights to rule as a divine king, like what he says goes, which is what Blair was using. He took us into an Iraq war without the consent of Parliament. Now, Starmer is doing the same. They've made all these announcements in the last couple of months, and very few of them have gone to Parliament. They think they've got the divine right of kings. They haven't. We've got the Bill of Rights, and the power belongs with Parliament. The Commons and the Lords and the King are the constitutional power of this country, not Starmer on his own. He's only the manager. He's only the CEO. He's got the board, the Privy Council, the King, and Parliament itself. Anyway, rant over for today. And Ian, Somerset News Network, signing off, just giving you things to think about.